Peace and blessings, everyone. This is Jamar with Blessed Ascensions, and welcome to another beautiful week. You know, in honor of the 4th of July, Independence Day, even though I don't really celebrate it, I'll take the day off. But what we're going to focus on today is how the Soul Family Collective can feel more free and feel more liberated in our own lives as a collective as we move forward, shining our light, going to the next level, being the best that we could be for the highest good. So on today, I'm going to use the Archangel Metatron Oracle as well as the Light Seers Tarot. And on deck, I've got this mudra that we're going to dive into later, liberation. All right. So this is a weekly spread. I'm going to lay it out. Well, first, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, higher self, I invite you into this sacred space. I thank you for your love. I thank you for your wisdom. I thank you for your protection. Be present on today. Archangel Metatron, bless this reading and help the Soul Family Collective. Deliver the truth we are ready to hear, the wisdom we are ready to learn, and the love we are ready to receive for the highest good. Ashe. All right, so we will do 7 cards. Hope you all are doing wonderful, and if you had a 3-day weekend, that it was amazing, restful, and blessed. Just gonna do 1. Oh, okay, that's 3. That's 2. That is 4. 5. 6. Oh, well, you know what? There's 2 cards. We get a bonus for the direction of the middle card for the overall advice. I like that. And let's go ahead and deal out the clarifiers. Let's give this a nice little shuffle. So that's the first 3. 1, 2, 3, and actually 4 and 5. So we need 1 for 6, yes. And then that one was for 7. All right. I like to shuffle on camera so you see what it is that I'm doing, and you know that the reading is the reading. Okay, so let's look at the first card. So this one is communication. Speak up and be heard. Okay, so as we're looking for direction on what we can do for the collective to be more free, feel more liberated, speak your truth. Whatever it is that you have on your heart, that is what you need to speak into existence. Okay? Speak up and be heard. You have a message to be delivered to the collective. You know, whether it be in your own space, whether it be at work, for your family, like the words that you speak, the wisdom of your heart reaches all those that it needs to reach. Take a deep breath, be respectful, but also be truthful. Don't hold anything back for what needs to be said. Now, of course, be tactful in what it is that you're saying, but there's a vast knowledge that is to be shared, and you are the one to share it in due time, whenever you feel guided to. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Let's look at the clarifier. Oh, yeah. Look at that, the Eight of Swords. And look at this. So you see this woman here. This is who she is, but she's looking at herself and she feels like she's bound. She feels like that she can't speak what it is that she needs to say. Maybe that she doesn't have the wisdom. What is it in your life that's preventing you from speaking your truth and letting it flow from within? You are not bound. You are free. You have what it takes. You know what is right, what is true, and what is exact. Don't be scared. Yeah, that cannot be any clearer. Get over what it is that you're fearing. And we all know that, yes, it can be difficult. But you know what? This mudra at the end of this reading will help you get out of this space and step in to opening up and using your voice and calling what is into existence. Beautiful. Let's look at the next card. Pink, self-love and nurture. Well, this has been coming up quite a bit. Self-love is so important. And in order to feel free and to be liberated, you must liberate yourself. You must start with yourself. Always start with yourself. Start with that beautiful heart of yours. Always take that time, no matter if it's 5 minutes in the morning. I mean, you deserve way more than 5 minutes, but taking that time to yourself in order to meditate, in order to give yourself love, that builds trust. Just like with other people, there's a trust that needs to be built. And once that trust is established, there is that communication. There is just that beautiful feeling of, okay, we can work together. Oh, you do have my best interest at heart. This is what you need with yourself first. And for a lot of us that feel like we can't trust anyone, or there's trust issues that come up, whether it be from like family or friends, or you got done dirty in the past, this is what needs to be focused on above all else. In order to heal and repair that, in order to feel that liberation, you need to give it to yourself first. What are we clarifying this with, Spirit? Ace of Pentacles. There is extreme value in loving yourself first. I mean, there's no other way around it. In order to give that love out to the world, you must love yourself primarily. Yeah. What do we got next? Ooh, boundaries. Set them daily. Yeah, amen to that. That's pretty self-explanatory, right? But boundaries, I mean, that is the key. When you're talking about self-love, especially, I mean, people need to know where the buck stops. In order to be your bright self, people have to know that there is a certain path, a road to follow in your life. And if there's any deviation, any disrespect, or any overstepping of boundaries, that needs to be called out. Wow. And I love the fact that the question is, what can we do in the collective to feel more free and to be more liberated? Well, that's the key. The key here is setting the boundaries. And also, setting those boundaries with yourself as well. When you say that you're going to do something, then do it. If you say that you're not going to do something, then don't do it. When you do that, if you say that you will or you won't do something and you go against that, you're breaking your own boundaries. So, yeah, other people need to respect your boundaries, but respect your own boundaries as well. Spirit, what clarifies this? The Six of Pentacles, that balance. And this balance is talking about balancing your own boundaries with that of other people. So just like this self-love being such a huge deal, these boundaries that you set for yourself, respecting your own boundaries first, that will do wonders for other people respecting those boundaries. When they see that you respect yourself and that you do what you're going to say that you're going to do, that speaks volumes. What's next? Letting go, time to release. Wow, well, we're hitting some big things as far as feeling free and liberated. Letting go. That's a lot. I know that can be a lot for people, especially when people have done you wrong, especially when you've done yourself dirty, when you have done what you said you weren't going to do, or done what you said, well, you know what I mean, done what you didn't want to do and didn't do what you said you were going to do. Letting go of that, and that forgiveness. I mean, that's big. And we talk about forgiving others, right, who have overstepped those boundaries, but also forgiving yourself. So what I just said about not doing what you said you're going to do and doing what you said you weren't going to do, forgiving yourself, that has been coming up a lot lately in the personal readings with clients, right? Because we all make mistakes. And a lot of times people are mad at themselves, and that anger bubbles over and reflects out into people's own worlds. Again, if you're going, that part of that self-love is that forgiveness, the forgiveness of yourself. Wow. Oh, okay. The 10 of Pentacles. This is the ultimate. This is the ultimate in value. Okay. So, yes, forgiving and letting go is a big deal. But what's coming through is with family, whether it be for your soul, your personal family, or the soul family. Letting go of what has been done from others to you. That is so freeing. That helps you to become and feel so light. Because holding on to the crap that somebody did to you, especially if it's like a long time ago, oh, I'm not going to talk to my sister, or I'm not going to talk to my brother because of what they did. Well, what did they do? Well, I don't know, because, back in 1989, they said this. It's like, come on, yo. It's definitely time to let that go. The pain and hurt from the past, it's time to squash that, especially with family. Don't cut out on family just because something has been done in the past. Now, that's not to say, of course, that you need to let them let them continue to overstep their boundaries. We're not doing that. But letting go of the wrongs that happened in the past And even with that forgiving, to whereas there was no apology, there may just be time for you to just be like, you know what? I just let that go. I'm not even going to let that weigh me down in order to be free, in order to be liberated. What is that saying? You know, you're holding hate and malice in your heart towards somebody because they've done something to you, but the only thing that affects is you. Let it go. Let it flow. What's next? The love. Wow. You know, the love and relationships are coming up heavy. So love. And this ties right into what we were just talking about. We're dealing with the love of self. We dealt with the boundaries. We dealt with even communication, speaking your truth. And now we're talking about loving relationships. And I feel like this is going to say something about strengthening the love and relationships. Well, we got the Queen of Cups. This is a top tier emotional card. Water deals with emotion. The Cups deals with love. So with this, again, this looks like the love of self. This looks like loving that divineness, if that's even a word, but loving the divinity that's within you. You are a divine being. You see the crown on this lady's head, right? And you see it's over the head. It's not even on the head right now. So she wasn't recognizing her divinity in some aspect of her life, but going within and loving on herself, she's bringing that divinity down and back onto her where it belongs, that crown, right? Because she is, of course, worthy of the highest love. With the divine in her, I mean, how is she not lovable? So this is a big thing, of course, with loving yourself. I mean, this has come through strong and heavy. In order to feel liberated, focus on that self-love and recognize how awesome and amazing that you are. You know, no cap, not speaking yourself bigger than who you are, but you are pretty amazing. What's next? Oh, wow, priorities, building blocks for life. So, I mean, immediately I'm feeling getting our priorities straight. There's a lot to be done. I know we're all very busy. We've got a lot going on in our lives. And getting our priorities together is a big deal. I know for me personally, I can have so many things to do. I have so many things going on. But if I don't actually write it down and give myself a schedule, a time frame, it just gets lost in the sauce. You know, but, oh man, I forgot to do that. That is a terrible feeling, to where you knew you were supposed to do something, you had every intention to do it, but your steps weren't ordered. There was no prioritizing of tasks. So getting on your stuff, making sure you know what it is that you have to do from top to bottom. What's the clarifier? Queen of Pentacles. Again, this value. So in prioritizing your steps, prioritizing your life, there's abundance. And right now, the abundance that we're talking about is that freedom and that liberation. But of course, that even goes beyond that, to when all your stuff is together and you're doing exactly what it is that you need to do, abundance follows quickly. It can't stay away because you've ordered your steps. And that in itself is a feeling of freedom. All right, so this is what we're going to look at for the overall. So what's the overall message, the overall advice? There's 2 cards. So this first one, the cosmos mirrors you. And you know, wow, look at that dodecahedron. That's gorgeous. That's ordered. In this, all the priorities are together. The value of yourself, you know who you are and you know your divinity. You have those boundaries. Everything is together. That self-love, everything is ordered. Just the way the cosmos is. The cosmos moves in a specific order. It is very masculine, right? As far as how the planets move, the rotations, everything comes together in divine order. And that divine order is in you. That divine order is mirrored within you. And this next one, again, so the overall advice is go within. It all starts with you. In order to change the world, you change yourself. We know that already, right? So in order to get that freedom, that liberation, it's already within you. Things are ordered. As you get yourself in order, that within you is liberated and free. And what is the advice? The Hierophant. And so the Hierophant also is talking about order. And look at the stairs going up. So this guy is sitting here. He is joyful, right? He has got all kinds of joy running through him right now. All right. And with him going within, that connects him to the divine. The divine is already within. So it's like that antenna goes up, boop, 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 and you are drawing in exactly what it is that you need. That joy is within your heart from that self-love and from that love that you share. And man, once that is ordered, once you're mirroring the cosmos with that order, after you've gone within, that just goes up and it goes out and it affects everyone. Because what you do, the feeling and vibration that it is that you carry, it affects everyone, whether you are aware of it or not. Whatever's going on in here, you are transmitting this up and it's going out into the collective. Awesome. I love it. So this is what's up. This is what we're doing. We're getting everything in order. We're making sure we're on deck with our self-love. We're speaking our truth. We're not being held back. We're making sure our boundaries are set with ourselves and others. We're letting go of anything as far as our familial connections. Letting go of the past, letting go of if anybody has done you dirty. Again, loving that self, realizing that divinity, making sure your steps are ordered, just like with the cosmos. And as you go within, that love, that joy is going out into the collective. Yeah, I'm here for it. So, in order to help us all with this liberation, with this feeling of freedom, this is please excuse my pronunciation, the Bhairava Mudra. All right? This one assists with unity, freedom, and liberation. The benefits of this, it assists all the systems of the body, it supports inner stillness and courage, and it releases the fears. All right, so the instructions: rest the left hand on your lap facing upward, lay the right hand over the left, palm facing up, allow thumbs to touch, relax the shoulders back and down, lengthen the spine. The focus: I honor the innate union of consciousness and bliss. I honor the innate union of consciousness and bliss. I honor the innate union of consciousness and bliss. Peace and blessings. Be free. Be liberated. Be well. Be blessed.